Hi there. How can we be fearless like a lion? Like lions lie on the open plain and they don't flinch. They're fearless. They just lie out there in the open where all their predators can see them, but they lie there fearless. But why? Why are they fearless? Why can they just lie there? And why can we be fearless? Well, the lion knows his strength. He knows that at any moment, if he sniffs something in the air and it's coming towards him, he knows he can stand up and they will flee because they know his power, they know his strength. Well, why do we get to be fearless in the plane of our experience? Why was Daniel fearless in the lion's den? Because he knew love was governing. He knew that love was controlling the scene, that love is controlling all the creatures. Like if we look at the people, like is love controlling the people in the political environment, in the family environment, in the community environment, like wherever we are, do we really understand that love is in control? And if we know the power of love, then we can be fearless amidst what looks like chaos or what looks like violence or what looks like condemnation and all the craziness that seems to be going on right now. We see it all, but if we can be fearless, there was a time, I think I've probably shared this before, so just bear with me if you've heard this story, but I was managing a restaurant in LA. This is way back in like college years, and left there at like 2 in the morning. I was on the late, I had the night shift and was driving the cook home. And we were talking about God, as you know, you can imagine, I always do. So we were talking about God and we were feeling so inspired that I was like welling up with tears. You know what that's like. So I was welling up with tears and I was like driving and I couldn't see where I was going. So I thought I better pull over because this is like the conversation was just too good. So we pull over under this overpass. And like instantly, this guy comes up and just comes out of the shadows and starts attacking our car and screaming and yelling. And I turn to the cook, who's in the passenger side, and I say, roll down your window. Now, I think about that now and I think, really? But at the moment, I remember feeling so much love. The car was just filled, the presence of love was so palpable that there was absolutely no fear there. So he rolled down the window and the guy like lunged in. I saw a flash of something. I thought maybe he had a knife or I didn't know. And he was like threatening to kill us and, saying things that he was going to, I'm going to kill you. And I just started talking to him. And I don't remember exactly all the things I said, but I just do remember feeling fearless and feeling an overwhelming sense of love for him. And in about probably 10 minutes, he was calm, he was talking coherently, he was not threatening, and he walked away. And I remember this specifically because it was so odd and such a contrast from where the conversation started. He said, I want to find out more about this God you speak of. And he walked away into the shadows. And then we were just like, inspired and filled with just awe and drove away. And I think back on that now and think, I don't know if I would roll down the window now. I mean, I think because we were in this place of just embodying and feeling the power of love in that moment from our discussion of God and who God is and the power of God, that's what the effect was. Where love is, there is no fear. Perfect love casteth out fear. And perfect love is the love of God. It is that divine sense of love. It is that agape love. It's not a personal sense of love. It is the love that reacheth beyond the physical senses, beyond what the material senses can show us. So when we embody that, when we are the expression of that, we can lie fearless in the midst of what would feel like chaos and a chaotic situation and a lot of fear, but we can lie fearless and know that love is the only power and that it is what is going to conquer. There's a line where Mrs. Eddy talks about tenderness accompanies all the might imparted by spirit. This is in that paragraph where she talks about the lion is the lion, what does she say? Moral courage is the lion of the tribe of Judah. that moral courage is the lion of the tribe of Judah. And the lion is, it's the king of the mental realm that is free and fearless. It roams the forest, and undisturbed, it lies in the open field. That's kind of part of this. I'm probably paraphrasing. And then she goes on to say, tenderness accompanies all the might imparted by spirit. So when we want to feel fearless, focus on love. When we want to feel fearless and undisturbed on the open plane of what would seem to be a very disturbing place, we want to remain undisturbed. The tenderness imparted by spirit is that way of expression. And we get to embody that. We get to be the examples of that. Those of you listening to this are spiritual warriors. Like that's what we are here to demonstrate, this scientific Christianity, these laws of good, this law of God that Jesus demonstrated so purely. And the Christ is here. And this dream of this illusion of chaos and dark night can be broken when we stand for love. And we have the moral courage to do that, because the moral courage is the lion of the tribe of Judah. So if you like this and you know there are people who would love to hear this idea, share it out. Let me know if you're a lion, if you're a lion lying in the open field, if you're willing to be fearless and have the moral courage to stand for what is right and what is true. And that's the only way we're going to see and affect change. So I invite you to this work. I know we're all in this together. No one's in this by themselves. We're all in this with God and being the expressions. And share this out. Subscribe if you haven't subscribed to this channel. And definitely, if you haven't sort of joined in with Morning Metaphys, try it out for a week. Go to getfreesupport.com, and sign up for a free week. See if it aligns with you. These are the kinds of ideas we talk about every Monday through Friday at 7:30 a.m. Pacific time. And if you can't come live, there's a recording that you get every day. So we have, I don't know, more than half the people don't come live because they live all over the world. So feel free to join us. Check it out.